What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And listen, welcome to all our newcomers. Welcome to the ones that's been rocking with me from the beginning, and welcome to the ones that's on their way, and welcome to the ones that's in and out of chat. All right, all right, all right. Make sure you speak when you walk on in the chat, child, because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. Y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. Happy Thursday, check meets. What's up? We got so much to cover, but I won't be here as long as I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was a little bit comfortable. I was chilling. But today, I'm going to be in and out. We got something to talk about. We got a couple things on our roster. Hello, AC. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. When you guys come on in, it's important that you share the live so people can know I am here doing some amazing things. Make sure you guys hit the like button so I can stay in the algorithm. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going to do our local news first. We're going to do our popping shenanigans, and then we're going to jump into our content. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about. But I don't think so. If it comes up, we will definitely talk about it. The internet streets is talking, the internet streets is talking, child. And I must say, for once, I was not in tune, and at least I was a little bit lost, especially with the Love and Marriage Huntsville things, okay? Thinking, put it that way, right? But when Miss Melanie came out the bushes and started talking her talk, I said, now what the hell did I miss that dang on fast, child? But we're going to jump into her a little later. All right, right now we're going to talk about our local news. And then we're going to talk about our shenanigans. And then we're gonna go ahead with the content of today. I know I'm a little bit earlier than what I usually go, but it's because I have something I have to do. So if you come in later and you catch the live, it's the same old thing, all right? Hit the like button if you're catching the replay, right? So let's start with our local news. Um, and you guys know by now I do have doggies. So they are a part of the live chat now, child, because they will not let me go at least 30 minutes without having something to say. Okay. So because of that, we just gonna call them a checkmate now, honey. The dogs is a checkmate. So because of that, they always here, honey. They active and they activated, right? So let me get it up for y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Our local news is coming out of Pittsburgh this morning, okay? This suspect is in critical after being shot by the AG agent at the Pittsburgh Greyhound station. A knife wielding man was in critical condition after being shot by an agent with an attorney general's office Wednesday morning, December 6th, at the Greyhound station in Pittsburgh. Multiple outlets are reporting it. It began just before 7 o'clock a.m. when the agent noticed the man coming off of the bus arriving at the station, threatening another with a knife. Per CBS News, it says that the agent apparently ordered the man to drop the knife, but he did not comply. And the agent fired his gun. CBS says nothing more than the man being hospitalized and in critical condition. Um, a Pittsburgh public safety person said that they were investigating the incident at the Greyhound station downtown. So listen, when you go in something and you're trying to do dirty, look, you get got, right? It's simple. So I bet this man probably didn't think that he was going to be pow pow by holding somebody else captivated or hostage with a knife, right? So prayers up as usual for us, right? Prayers up for the person, the agent that had to fire at him. Prayers up for the suspect that this man was holding at knife point, right? And prayers up for also the person that was doing the crime, because most of the time when they do the crime, they really don't want to do the time. So that's why we're praying for them. Look, don't be, and listen, you're getting a lot of charges for what is it, burger theft. We're gonna call it theft before my tongue get all twisted. But you get a lot of time for doing stupid stuff like that. So we are all praying for them. That is our local news. Let's jump into our random shenanigans, honey. Woo, child, we ain't gonna talk about them yet. But let's talk about Krishan first. Um, So Krishan takes to Twitter and Krishan talks about what she's feeling, which we never really hear her talk about how she's feeling. She say things like whatever, whatever, whoop, 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 right? She don't say like real whole sentences. She's always got a whole bunch of slang and lingo going on, which I don't blame her because I love the slang, right? She says that I don't really be trying to express myself in a negative way, but she says, damn, sometimes I wonder why? For real. So at this point, I'm guessing she's, reflecting on all the stuff that's going on with the baby and the mattress, Blueface invading her home, beating Marsha up, beating her up, beating Jaden up. She's reflecting on those things, and it seems like she's starting to feel those things. So much so, she says that I really don't want to be here anymore. And it's unfortunate, right? It's always hard, and she says, dying sounds easier than living sometimes. And that was really touching, right? Krishan is a hot mess on a cold day. We all know that, right? But when we're talking about people mental, we have to always take it serious no matter what, right? Because it could be that one time that they say something like this tweet here that you see on the screen. That be that one time that they say something and it just be the end, right? So prayers up for her. I pray that she gets it together. I pray that she figure it out, right? Because if she think this weekend shenanigans or week shenanigans with Blueface and Jaden and all that was the start of something new, it's not. It only gets worse when you refuse to put something down. So right now she's contemplating on why me, right? She said that in her last tweet that I just showed on the screen, and now she's saying it will be easier to end it versus living, right? Of course, because when you end it, it's no more I gotta do. When you end it, it's just over with, right? But when you're living, you have to make a choice, a conscious choice, whether I'm going to do it this way or I'm not going to do it this way. So, ultimately, she will get it sooner or later. She is young, but we're not going to give her a pass because she's young. We've all been young before, and we've all been told to be held accountable, right? We all had to face the music at some point, right? We couldn't just be running out here wilding because we were a young age, right? So we're not going to give her that much. I know Carlissa would love for us to cut them a break, but we're not. and we're going to call her out every single time. But we are praying for her mental, and we want her to get back to a healthy state, whatever that healthy state looks like for her. Okay, for us, it don't look so healthy already, but that might be her comfortable healthy state. We don't know, but whatever happiness look like for her, we want her to get back to it. Let's move along because this next one you're gonna see on the screen, I chuckled like nobody's business. Okay, I chuckled because it brought. Wait a minute. Who the hell is eating the raviolis? Okay. Now, see, when you play with fire, you get got. You get burned, right? So, when they posted this last night, I was like, I gotta show my checkmates that Mr. Blueface is over there eating raviolis. Now we know he got enough money to order some DoorDash or whatever he chooses. So it was just funny that he was like really spreading it on this thick. They got my man's over there eating raviolis, honey. He, he looked like he tried to clean the stove off a little bit, but we know women, we get down and dirty. Men don't really care that much unless, a little, feminineness is going on. At least that's my opinion, right? So Mr. Blueface is eating some raviolis. He heated them up last night. I think this morning he woke up to like the box breakfast sandwiches that we buy our kids. They come in like sausages, they come in like bacon and eggs. So he woke up to one of them this morning, and I said, Mr. Blue, is that you eating some raviolis? Listen, and did his final post last night before he went to sleep, child, while he go to sleep holding his mans, okay? Y'all better stay with me and get the drift. He went to sleep holding his mans, not only just holding his mans, honey, he gave his mans the business until he fell asleep. All right, so Miss Jada, if I had to figure things out, child, if you're watching this thing and you're watching closely, I'm going to say that he's struggling over there. It's hard out here for a pimp. Hi, Rose. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We talk about Mr. Blueface right now eating raviolis for dinner and breakfast, frozen breakfast sandwiches for breakfast, and over there beating his man's down underneath the sheets to go to bed, child, because he ain't got no woman in the house right now. He out here struggling in the streets. So while we know he can financially afford these things, it's just this is real life though, y'all. For real, I'm laughing. Uh, I'm laughing, but it's because we know he can afford it. But really, this is real life when people play with fire, right? Or take the person in their house for granted, or keep dibbling and diving. Eventually, everybody gets tired. So I think Miss Jaden right now is just tired. She might be back at a later time. She might be back tomorrow. Hell, she might be right back right now. And that house clean as hell right now. We know it was just a mess. So she might just be playing Duck Duck Goose. Follow me. Duck Duck Goose, catch me if you can. Right? So we don't know. She might be back, but we'll keep a lookout. Shout out to Mr. Blue for the raviolis, okay? I was so tickled. All right, let's jump into this one right here. Miss Sierra, don't you look beautiful? Oh my God. Listen, I don't know if she's always been a beautiful soul, right? But it's the glitter on the tummy for me. I'm like, oh my goodness, what a nice prego look. I love it. She was at the world premiere of The Color Purple, and this is what she walked the purple carpet with. I say, yo, I love it. I love it. She giving baby fever, baby bump joy, okay? So I loved it. I love the bump. I love the white. I wanted to know what my checkmates thought about it when you guys saw it. What is it giving? I know yesterday we talked about the 4 hour. We talked about Tia Mowry energy. Y'all said she was giving thirsty. Okay, so right now I want to know what Sierra giving y'all on the perfect carpet, the purple carpet. What is she giving? Cause she's so cute. I loved it. So these are some things that I pulled up for our shenanigans. This is our pop-up news, right? We just will talk about whatever when we talk about that. Um, but Miss Sierra is looking so cute over there. I love it. I do. I love it. I was just in love. I was like, I gotta show the checkmates. But we're praying for a healthy baby for her as well. And that she just enjoy every moment of it. Babies are precious. Babies are a bundle of joy, and it's even better when you get parents to love them like they're going to love us, right? So shout out to Sierra walking the purple carpet of the world premiere of Color Purple. All right, all right. Megan, you better run, girl. You better run. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me see. All right, it doesn't let me pull them up at the first. Together. At least if they do, I don't know how to do it. So we're gonna stick with the basics for sure, okay? So let's talk about Jonathan Major and Megan Good, right? You know Megan Good got a divorce from the pastor, child. She said the pastor wasn't pastoring it and she was no thing, she wasn't doing it anymore. She was tired of getting up on a Sunday morning faking the phone, acting like he loved her when he really didn't like her at all. He was just using her for a come up, right? Her story is her story, but quickly after she divorced this man and got, that was over with, she jumped the gun over here and folks was finding her out here in the streets with Jonathan Major. And I'm going to be honest, I don't I don't ever encourage anybody to go from one relationship to the next immediately before you start your healing, because most of the time you get the same kind of nigga, just another shade. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So I think she's, and what Jonathan Major is going through right now, child, I would have ran before it even hit the news. I know we said we was dating, but we ain't dating no dang on more. Okay, I'm going to need answers. All right, so so Megan Good is over here dating Mr. Jonathan Major, and she's happy to keep walking. Shout out to TMZ for this clip right here. But she's happy to be walking with her man, honey. They're over there feeding their face because they don't know when his last meal gonna be, child. He did. Let me stop playing. But listen, they don't know when he's gonna be his last meal, so they feeding their face together. They all cuddled up over here, and they're in, I believe they're in New York right before his trial date in this particular picture. So they getting their hugs, their kisses, and all that stuff on before the date. Now, what I wanted to bring this, because here's the thing: even if you're in something, it's never too late to walk away from it. I don't give a damn what that looks like to nobody else, okay? And we have to be woman enough to go and say, you know what, honey? I know we was dating, but until this get clear, I really can't ruin my image trying to prove a point to you that I'm really rocking with you. I would have told that nigga he gotta walk through the court doors by himself with him and his attorney. I don't want to be seen with you, right? I would have told him, you come to my house, I ain't coming to your house, right? I would have had just a lot of things in place that wouldn't, tarnish me at the end. Now, these allegations are pretty serious. So much they're going all the way to trial. Okay. We don't know if they're going to trial because he's saying he didn't do it or she's saying he did, but whatever. He so much is confident that he didn't do this stuff that he allowed it to go to trial, because most people that know that they got evidence on him would just be like, I'm just going to pay the money. The fact that he's allowing it to go to trial says a lot, right? That he's like, it wasn't me butt naked on the bathroom floor, okay? It wasn't me. So I'm a little curious of where this is going to go, but I wanted to go over what's going on with the trial, because um I wanted to go over what's going on with the trial, because if they walked in that courtroom. Told y'all my dogs are part of the live now, okay? But so they walked in that courtroom together. I would have quickly let go his hand, because it's pretty embarrassing at this point, right? And once the recording got played, baby, you wouldn't have had to let go of my hand. I was backing the hell up from you. All right. So I think that she gave him way too many chances. I think she doesn't have a problem with being humiliated, and she continues to allow him to play in her face, right? Because if you ask me, it's given guilty. Now, it's just still allegedly, and in my opinion, right? But it's still screaming guilty, and he got a lot of stuff to prove. So let's jump into it. It says during the second day of Jonathan Major's assault trial, his ex-girlfriend detailed what happened in their past relationship. She claims that Major first became angry with her in December of 2021. She described several instances of him being mean or aggressive. Of course, they are the proper words to get heard, honey. Just say a black person was acting aggressive. Child, they be all tuned in. ABC News be active, okay? So per ABC News, during the incident, she was going to meet his dogs, and Major gave her specific instructions for behaving around the dogs. At the time, she told Major how an ex had a dog. She said he became angry and raised his voice. So he basically didn't want her to talk about the ex. If you want to tell me something of your own. Don't tell me about your old nigga. Okay, that's what he said. All right. So she actually told. Wait a minute. Let's get back. So she says she told the jury it was the first time I felt scared of him. Of course, proper word to use, scared, afraid, right? For my life. All those things is words that she's using. Now, I'm not saying it's not happening, but I'm just saying these words are a little sketchy to me. All right, all right. So she says, as she continued her testimony, she described the time in June of 2022 when she went to the festival with a poor cell phone reception. And the Creed actor was not very nice about it. So he was upset that her cell phone was not responding to him in a proper manner. The jury also heard a recording. Now they playing recordings, and Megan, you still standing around? Girl, I would have got my coat and got the hell up out of there. You mean to tell me that it's right here in front of my face and I'm still going to sit there? So they played a recording of him. Whew. They played a recording of him shouting at her, demanding her to behave. Um, like Michelle Obama in the recording, Majors allegedly said, I am a great man. I am a great man. I do great things for my culture and for the world. The woman that supports me needs to be a great woman. He added 2 nights ago, you did not do that, which took away from the plan. In addition, she says she claimed that Major would get upset with her and would uh, threaten suicide. Now listen. I know I was reading a little bit fast. So here's the thing. That's 3 major incidents. I only think that the third one is real deep, right? I don't see the two on top being that deep, right? Everybody get mad, like, babe, charge your phone, right? Their service is bad. You need to get out the area, whatever, okay? Unless he smacked you down to the ground, I'm not really digging into that too much, right? And then somebody else talking about, yo, I don't want to hear about that nigga no more. I understand that, right? But the third one, here's the one where I don't understand why Megan was still in the courtroom with him, because this is the proof being smashed in your face and you still sitting here. No, I got to go, okay? I got to go. I can't sit here anymore. I gotta go because this recording is saying just what she's saying that you did, and also you saying you didn't do. So now, not only is she telling the truth, but you appear to be a liar to me. And if you lie about this, Lord knows what else you're gonna lie about. Okay, we don't want a Diddy situation. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, Megan, girl, run. Put your Tina Turner shoes on, get across the highway, get in your car, get the driver ready, and get the hell up out of there. Okay. I don't know why you still there. I just don't understand it, but whatever. All right, so let's move on to Mr. Diddy. I'm tired of Diddy. But Diddy said it wasn't me. And I'm tired of y'all disrespecting my name. He said enough is enough. And I'm tired of y'all, okay? Um, so yeah, she says, I'm tired of y'all, trying to make me, out to be the bad guy. He's about to put it on y'all thick. He's about to make it clear for y'all. He will prove his innocence. Okay, that's what Diddy said. Now I don't know, bro. There's too much stuff going on. Do I believe that a lot of people are clout chasing? Absolutely. Shout out to the neighborhood talk for this particular clip. But it says for the last, this is what Diddy says. He says, for the last couple weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, okay, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations. Yes, we know they're very sickening, Mr. Diddy. But okay, sickening allegations have been made against me and the me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me take this comment off the screen so I can keep reading. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Well, Mr. Diddy, I know you got a pretty good representation for you, fighting for you, but it doesn't look too good on your behalf. Do I think that people are randomly just saying, let me attach myself? I absolutely do. But the people that for real said that you did this, I believe that you did, allegedly, and in my opinion. Okay, now I ain't got no proof, and I'm not saying I was a fly on the wall, but everybody not just screaming the same story. Um, Everybody not just screaming the same story, right? Everybody's just not saying it was just Diddy, it was just Diddy, it was just Diddy. Diddy, I'm sorry to say, but you look like you're more involved than you would like to admit. Hence to why you settle out with Cassie, okay? Also there is a woman also recalling a time where she ran into um what she believed was an alleged male victim of Diddy's, okay? She says, I think I came across a male victim years ago. I used to have a PR company in Atlanta. She says, my office was in a building that was a rehearsal studio, but included a recording studio. This was between 2006 through 2008. We were walking out of the studio laughing about a new Diddy rumor we heard. She says there was a guy that I had a mid-level hit song who heard us what wait a minute, who heard us as we passed by. We weren't friends or connected, but we saw each other around the building often. As we all passed together, he yells, "You don't know." We stopped to face him and he was in a brink of tears. She says he said you don't know what he does to people. You don't know. I never laughed at Never Diddy rumor again. I don't know what happened, but his music never took off. Due to a recent event, I had to dig in the crevice of my mind to remember the name of the song. So this is not only a person that's saying I agree with what everybody else is saying. This is a person that says that he not only has assaulted women, but he also did males as well. Right? She ran into this individual while recording music, and it was a hit song. But the person didn't find the rumor funny because it allegedly was him. Okay, she says she's never laughed about it again. So I don't know if it's true or not. But what I do know is, baby, oh man, what I do know is if it is jelly, I mean, look, jelly. Diddy, you going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. Okay. So he says it wasn't him. He had enough. He gonna clear his name if it's the last thing on earth. People are coming out the woodwork saying that he did, and to be all of this, and to think all of this, he also the other victim has the same lawyer representing her that Cassie had representing her. So y'all already know that lawyer can't speak about Cassie's situation, but he definitely is going to make sure Diddy go down for the count. Oh, I ain't get the gig with Cassie, but I got it with somebody else, and we're gonna make sure we are charging this man accordingly. Okay, so poor Diddy, poor Diddy, poor Diddy. You brought it on yourself. And sometimes I think when we're famous, we don't think that we're that we think we're untouchable, right? So I think this is one of Diddy's moments where he thought he was untouchable. Let's talk about Tiffany Whitlow, okay, from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Episode before last, Tiffany was there, and she had a really, really hard time. I really connected with her, not so much of being burnt out from television, but being burnt out just in general, right? When somebody is burnt out, it's even harder to be burnt out and nobody recognize you're burnt out, right? I reckon I thank Big Lou, right, and I commend him for recognizing, like, to keep it a being with his wife. Like, you don't have time for TV, right? You don't even know whether you're coming or going, right? But the fact that Big Lou like told her, took her by her hand and says, look, I support you either way, but this doesn't make us or break us. Ultimately you got to make a decision. But Tiffany crying like that broke my heart. And I'm not a fan of messy Tiffany who likes to carry the bone back to the center. Okay, I'm not a fan of her, but I definitely um I feel for her, right? And I feel like she's at her wits end, and I know that she's going to come back better and stronger. But I'm thinking, is TV the best thing for her? Um, I'm not sure if that's it because this person right here is definitely nothing like the person that we saw on that episode just breaking down. She was in a really bad space, right? And what really broke my heart when she was like, when you can't even find the person you was. I was like, oh, Tiffany, right? So she's out here, she's trying to film for this show, but she's really having a hard time, hence to why she's been extremely dry, because she's having a hard time, probably why she's so apologetic as well. Like, hell, if you want the apology, I'll give it to y'all. But because I got other things to worry about. I don't know whether I'm coming or going, if it's going to be good tomorrow or bad tomorrow, if I'm going to have a husband tomorrow or I'm not, right? So I think the best thing for her was to check out, right? To say, look, this is it. I'm done. I just can't do this no more. Now she says that this is temporarily, and she'll be back soon, but right now this is it for her. She needs to find herself again. So we're praying for Tiffany, honey, to get her feet back in the door, and get back to a healthy state, because it broke my heart. All right, now let's talk about Melanie, baby. I didn't know, y'all. I didn't know. And I'm mad at y'all, checkmates. I love y'all, but I'm mad at y'all because y'all didn't tell me that it was happening. Y'all did not tell me that it was an issue, all right? And I know why y'all didn't tell me, because y'all know I'll be like, leave me out of the drama, okay? But we got to talk about it because it's a hot topic. And Melody was over there dropping bombs like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. um, so she was, and she dropped the bomb. What really got me was because I read it on somebody else's, another content creator post on Instagram, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's on Melanie's page, right? Now, a lot of times what we do here as content creators, we don't like to say the people's name unless we just real like about that life. We'd be like, this person, just to keep the peace. Or we be like, this alleged person or this content creator, whatever. But Melody was like, hell no, I'm tired. We're not going to keep, dragging it out all along. I'm going to say what I need to say, and then I'm going to move along when I feel like it, right? So I caught a glimpse of her live yesterday. I didn't stay on for the whole thing. We'll listen to the little portion that I did catch. This is her end. I'm tired. I'm tired. Go find you somebody else to play with. Okay? I'm gonna holler at y'all. Go off like this on Lil Buddy too. I've already done that. If you've been watching this show, I've been going off on Lil Buddy since 2018. I'm tired. Thank you, Mama. Move on with your purpose, Mama. You already know that's what I'm on. I'm about to post the flyer. We do. Wait a minute, did it end? Oh man, I thought I had the whole thing. Okay. So, other than that. All right. So I don't have it, and I thought I did, but I'm not gonna hold y'all up hostage. But basically, she got on live yesterday to address a content creator, which I don't care to name because everybody already know who we talking about. Okay, I don't care to name because I don't want to. I don't want the smoke. I don't need the smoke. I don't. It's just we're just talking about it, right? With that being said, she got on live to say, "Look, stop playing with me, right? I don't know what your problem is." But I've been watching you, and you are deliberately trying to say or do things to sabotage me. All right. So no more sitting in the cut. No more acting like I don't see you, and no more acting like it's not happening. So she says yesterday, she names the content creator, and she says, shut up, my boy. She says, I'm landing in a few hours, y'all. So basically letting us know that I'm coming for him, right? And when she said that, she says, sometimes you gotta call a demon as it is and who it is. She says the same way Jesus called the demon, what a name. Remember that, go to the word, it's there. Well, I grew up in church and I know what is what. Fortunately, my mother taught me a lot and anointed and prayed over me all the time. And I will use the power within me to stand against my demon, thinking they have powers over life. Because you don't, period. Okay? She says, I'll see y'all this evening, which was yesterday evening when she spoke of it, right? And she went live and she addressed all these things. She addressed all these things and she says, and now y'all have, my heart will always eventually be exposed. She says, so if you are in denial, thought it couldn't be, etc., ain't no denying the hate, envy, jealousy, and I'm exposing it at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay, that's give That I'll give y'all time to get settled at home and me to pray because worrying up against demons ain't nothing. I'm new to wait a minute. I'm new to at this point. I know what it takes. Okay. So she's saying that I'm not new to this. I know what it takes. And also what got me was these screenshots that she talked, she posted. Um, and she says, OMG. Then I get this, and child, I laugh like nobody business. So this individual got blocked because I guess they were playing two sides of the field. And she says that I'm seriously not playing with nobody, right? And y'all think y'all gonna keep coming over here, carrying the bone and saying this and saying that. It ain't going to happen. I'm calling you out by name. She says, OMG, then I get this. Listen, God, I thank you for never letting me get too close. She says, y'all all know my brother friend PJ, who has become my friend. I bring him on my lives to sing gospel with me when I am at my brother's house. Well, he came to the party I hosted in January of this year here in Huntsville, and looky, how much convincing y'all need. Okay, and she says, "Flee Satan," and she posted the receipts between the content creator and PJ, and trying to basically get an interview with him. If you're not pressed, then what's the issue? Why are you trying to get an interview with all my people? Yesterday on that live, she also mentioned that the content creator was trying to get one with her mother, I think her manager at some point. It was just like nonstop. And she says that this person is deliberately trying to do things to her or say things about her. So much at the end of that recording, she says, I'm gonna show you how much I'm not playing with you. She says, any mandated reporters on here, holla at me because all them children over there that you are exposing on your page, we need to report that, right? Um, and she posted again, mandated reporters, don't forget to DM me. She's serious about what she's saying. I'm standing on business. And baby, to do what you got to do. That's what the hell I got to say. Do what you got to do because rightfully so. I know we try to stand down cold 10 a lot, but we got to pull up sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes you definitely got to pull up. Now, I don't know what children, because I told y'all I've disconnected myself from a lot of stuff, just being too involved, right? So I disconnected. So I don't know what children she's making reference to, nor do I care to go over and see. But I do say do what you got to do because here's the thing: what's good for the goose is definitely good for the gander, and you don't get to sit here and tell me, what you gonna do and go sabotage this and sabotage that and call my employment call. If I feel like it, I'm getting yours too. Okay, so listen. This probably is not going to end like a one hit quick quitter. It's probably not going to happen like that because if we're dealing with a hard-headed content creator, they probably don't take the hint and they just want to go out dirty and cold, or they may take the hint and they probably be like, you know what, it's over, it's not that deep, she called it out, we had a couple words and it's over with, right? I don't know, but what I would say is it should never get to this point, right? I know for me, right, she's on a TV show, she's still human. We're down here being content creators and we're still human, but we also have to remember that these people that we are talking about has feelings as well, and we can't just go around here just doing anything to these folks, right? Or pulling anything up. We can, but doesn't make it right, okay? So she pulled him to the front of the classroom and said, "Hey, you, do you got something you want to ask me? Excuse me, hey, you, do you got a question?" Right? So she definitely was not playing with boy, okay? So much she called the grown man a boy. Uh, so we're gonna end it on that note, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. If you are here at the sound of my voice, still go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We did our local news first. We did our random shenanigans, and then we went into the content. We talked about Jonathan Major and Megan Good. Megan better get her Tina Turner shoes on and run. Okay, we talked about Blueface and his raviolis. We talked about Tiffany calling it quits. We even talked about Diddy, somebody saying that he also had male victims, and the representation for Cassie's case is also representing the latest person that came out with these essays allegations. Okay, so it is a handful in this live, but I think you guys will enjoy it. Listen, checkmates, I love you. Until next time, bye.